In this edition of Higher Ed Highlights, a busy week on the road for Chancellor Gardner started at Dublin City Schools' Emerald campus, where he joined Lieutenant Governor Jon Husted and Ohio Business Roundtable CEO Pat Tiberi for a meeting of the governor's Executive Workforce Board. In his remarks before the board, Chancellor Gardner touched on aspects of the recently proposed state budget, including a one-time extension of ODHE's RAPIDS program called Super RAPIDS.
We have a RAPIDS program where we've done some lab equipment throughout the state, technical centers, community colleges primarily, some university involvement. And so the Super RAPIDS is some of the additional federal money that we have left. We are investing in lab equipment, perhaps facility upgrades. You might have an old classroom space or old lab space that needs to be renovated to better upskill, retrain workers in a region.
The meeting was followed by a student-led tour of the Emerald campus, which offers Dublin high school students personalized work-based educational experiences. The campus is also home to the district's College Credit Plus courses. The Chancellor's RAPIDS-focused travels continued 2 days later with a visit to Western Ohio, where he and Lieutenant Governor Husted made stops at Butler Tech's Bioscience Center in Westchester and Wright State University. The Butler Tech visit included classroom visits, a media interview, and a roundtable discussion with staff, students, and Cincinnati State President Monica Posey. There, the Chancellor talked about the importance of collaboration between high school career technical centers and those focused on adult education.
To whatever degree we can, to blend and accentuate the strengths of both when you can, when the equipment works, when the facilities work, and they often do, to make our taxpayer dollars go further, because the public expects us to work together.
The stop at Wright State began with a tour of the Russ Engineering Center and the Neuroscience Engineering Collaborative, where guests saw some of the workforce training equipment purchased with funding from the RAPIDS program. The visit concluded with a conversation with Wright State President Sue Edwards and members of her staff. The week's campus visits concluded at The Ohio State University, where Chancellor Gardner provided remarks at an event celebrating the philanthropy of Ohio State graduate and entrepreneur Ratmir Timoshev. Ohio State has announced an historic gift from the Timoshev Family Foundation. The $110 million gift, the largest single gift in Ohio State history, will be used to establish the Center for Software Innovation at Ohio State. As part of his remarks, the Chancellor read from a letter to Ohio State from Governor Mike DeWine commemorating the gift. Look for Higher Ed Highlights on the Ohio Department of Higher Education's YouTube page and through our Facebook page and Twitter feed, and check out our website at highered.ohio.gov. Thank you for watching, and come back next week for another round of Higher Ed Highlights.